hello. Thank you guys so much for joining us for another very special edition of HeatPressNation Live. My name is Jared, and this is bummer. As you guys can probably see, Stevan is not here, and no, he is not underneath this black cloth. Stevan's actually at the NBM show in Long Beach today, which is super cool. Really awesome show. If any of you guys are in the Southern California area, highly recommend you go check it out. I believe it's free. For more information, of course, just Google NBM show in Long Beach. But yeah, that's why my good pal Stefan's not here today, but we're still gonna have a lot of fun, have an amazing show for you today. And yes, as you can see, the elephant in the room is right here with me. It's right here underneath this cloth. We have a very special announcement. If you're just tuning in, thank you guys so much for joining us. We're super excited to be here today. And yeah, so as you guys know, we have a big special announcement. We thank you guys for being patient. I know we're just a couple minutes late. Not late today, a couple minutes marinating. We wanted the show to be extra special for you guys today. So anyway, we're super excited. You see we have some stuff. We got our demos. If it's your first time joining us, this is HeatPressNation Live. Every week we come here with new stuff. We got new demos, new tutorials, new information to share. Sometimes we'll have some brand new products that we want to show off. And it's a great place to learn something. So if you're new to the industry, maybe you just picked up a heat press, or you're just getting maybe your vinyl cutter or your sublimation equipment, this is the place you want to be. We're here every Thursday at 9:30 a.m. Pacific, 12:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And so again, we thank you guys so much for joining us. And I know we have our regulars out there, so thank you guys. We see all the same awesome faces week after week, and it gets even more special every week. So super excited to have you guys with us this week. Okay, really quick, before we get into it, as you guys know, there we go. Before we get into it, as you guys know, we do have a special YouTube channel. It's youtube.com/HeatPressNation. That's something you're going to want to do. So if this is your first time watching, you're new to the industry, you can go ahead and go to youtube.com/HeatPressNation. We have tons of tutorials there, lots of great content, new stuff coming weekly for you. So really great stuff if you want to learn a new process. Maybe you're getting into this, or maybe you've been heat pressing and you want to learn something else. You want to come across some new products. Go to youtube.com/HeatPressNation. One more thing really quick. You're here on Facebook already, or we are live streaming to YouTube as well, so you might be on YouTube already. You want to kind of cross over there. Check out our Facebook group, HeatPressNation Creators. It's right there. It's on the bottom of your screen. Just look for that in your groups page. Look for HeatPressNation Creators. It's a really awesome group. It's moderated by the pros like me, like Invisible Stefan right here. It's moderated by the pros, so it's a really, really fun time. Super awesome. And I feel like there's so many helpful people in that group. I can't say that enough. I know we say it every week, but really it's so true. Every week I'm blown away by the awesome support that's just shared there, just free information. People like, hey, where are you guys getting your t-shirts from? I got this cool vinyl. How do I press it again? It's super awesome. So you do want to check that out. HeatPressNation Creators here on Facebook. Really quick. Now, we don't have any winners today, and I'll explain that right now. But if you want to see how to share this post so your friends can get in on the action, that's how you share it. It's that simple. It's right there. So if you have your phone open, you're just going to go right there to the bottom, just like you saw. I'll show it one more time. You're going to hit that share button. You're going to hit that share post, and then hit post again. And it's that easy. It's that easy, guys. And so that's it. That's it. That's how you do it. It's that simple. Usually, and so kind of getting into that, usually we do have a like and share available. So what you do is you just like this post, you share it, and you're entered into our weekly giveaway. Now, because Esteban's not here, and we all know how much he loves to give stuff away. Heck, I love giving stuff away. Kind of feel bad giving stuff away without Esteban, but I think I'll get over it. Anyways, because today's a very special episode, it's an announcement episode. Or real quick, sorry. I'm going to show you guys how to like and share. There we go. That's it. Hit the three dots. Oh, I'm sorry. This is how to turn on live notifications. Every time we are going live and you want to be a part of it, just turn on live notifications just like that. It's that simple. That way you get the notification every time we are live. Last but not least, we do have comments right here. So I see so many people commenting in lots and lots of questions. Please be a pad winner. Please be a pad winner. I got hey from Bemidji, Minnesota. Eric Cooper. I got Lou DeMarco saying hey from Chester. Lou's Custom T-shirts. Oh, past winner of the post of the week. Very cool. Belinda Arthur saying hey all. Donna Howard saying hey everybody. Oh, Sharon Walsh is actually going to the NBM show. Sharon, make sure you say what's up to Esteban. Got so many cool comments coming in here, guys. Be sure to share a comment. I'll get to as many questions as I can live here. If you have any questions about what we're showing off today, anything like that, be sure to get it in the questions. It's going to be really cool. And finally, post of the week, again, something that we usually share live on the air, but because today's a special announcement, we're going to be sharing in a post tomorrow. So if you want to know who the winners are, if you want to know how you could like and share and how you can win in the future, be sure to tune in tomorrow, guys. We're going to be doing a special just contest announcement post tomorrow. We have a lot of stuff coming today, so I'm just going to get right into it today. So our big announcement from HeatPressNation, this is actually something that we've been working on for about a year now. So this has been in the pipeline. Me and Esteban, the rest of the team, we've been dying to share this with you. We do have a couple of our friends in the industry. They are here, they're not here, but they have been in on it. Everybody's just been like, when can we talk about it? When can we talk about it? So we're going to show you guys right now exactly what we've been working on. Excuse me, sorry. It's supposed to be a screen cue. There we go. Craft Pro. Check it out. I have it here with me on the table. This, guys, is super cool. You're saying, hey, it's a heat press. Well, yeah, it's a heat press. We're HeatPressNation. This is super awesome. Now, this heat press was designed specifically with the crafter in mind. It's the first time we've done this. Now, we have several lines of heat presses. We have our Signature Series, Black Series, M-Press. All these presses are available. Great value, great. M-Press, of course, is a great entry-level heat press. It's a pretty sturdy, bare bones heat press. And then we have people getting, the Signature Series, and they're loving it. They're absolutely loving it. So here we have our HPN Craft Pro. We're so happy to announce that. A couple great key features coming up on this heat press. So I'm just going to kind of talk about it really quick. So basically what happened was, and you can see this right here, you see that? Do you see that? Guys, this is a 13-inch by 9-inch heat press. So it's extremely compact. A lot of complaints, not complaints, but a lot of the feedback that we get from our customers like, hey, I would love a heat press, but I don't have space for a big 16 by 20 thing, in my craft station, and, yada, yada, yada. And so what we did was we wanted a compact. So we have a 13-inch by 9-inch heating element, lower platen, and it slides out. So we also got a lot of feedback on the Signature Series. Signature Series, if you guys don't know, is a line of heat presses that we carry, HPN. Super popular line of heat presses. And probably the biggest reason is it has this lower slide out drawer. Now you're saying, what is so cool about a lower slide out drawer? If you've never heat pressed, well, as I'm going to show you guys in the demos in a little bit, is that when you're heat pressing, you got to load everything onto the lower plate. Now, when you're reaching in, you're putting your items on there. Your hand is directly underneath this hot plate, and depending on what you're pressing, it could be 300-400 degrees. Now, that is not fun when your knuckles are touching, when you're reaching in to put your t-shirts, and then your knuckles are touching, you're burning stuff. I always joke that when I first started here, I was training on an M-Press. The M-Press does not have a slide-out drawer, so within my first week, I was like loading t-shirts. They were showing me how to do it. And I burnt my knuckles like at least twice. And so then finally after training, they said, oh, and by the way, this is our Signature Series. Yeah, it has the slide out drawer. And I was like, what? Why didn't you train me on the slide out drawer? Anyways, so that's a little fun tale I like to tell. Now, of course, everybody gets trained on the Signature Series. But anyways, we had a lot of feedback. Like say, hey, it'd be great to get that slide out drawer, at a more entry level price machine. And we really took that to heart. I mean, we love when we get customer feedback. Every time you guys share something on our Facebook, you guys share something on Instagram, or even take the time to email us with a review. We do take that to heart, and so that was something that we were really considering. Like, hey, how can we bring this to a more entry level price machine that is geared for crafters? Now, we've been at the All Things Silhouette Conference for a couple of years now. Great crafting conference put on by our good friend Terry Johnson. Love her. Gonna be back out there in November. See all you guys there. If you guys are going, it's sold out. That just gives you a little bit of an idea how awesome this conference is. Anyways, so we're there. We get a lot of feedback from a lot of the great conference attendees. You know, something more crafty. You want something more geared specifically towards the needs of the crafter. Well, guys, this is it. This is the HPN Craft Pro. So really quick, I'm just gonna check in on here. I already got some great feedback. Ton Marshall Devers says, "Oh, I already have 2 HPN presses." Hey, three's a charm, right? Three's a charm. As you can see here on the screen, it not only does it have a slide-out lower platen, but there's a couple features that are kind of going through our slideshow as well. This digital computer gauge is super easy to use, no confusion, no multiple screens to press there. You just set it to what you want it to be, and then that's where it sets. It's a perfect companion for the Silhouette Cameo and other craft cutters. We designed this specifically to look and feel perfectly at home in your crafting workspace. You notice that a lot of the crafting, cutters, machinery, everything kind of fits very well together. It looks great. We designed this as well. Look how gorgeous this thing is right here. And this just magically appeared, by the way. That's the magic of TV, or of online TV. And so we have our Silhouette Cameo. We have our Silhouette Cameo right here. Let me slide that back. Slide out drawer. And the Craft Pro right here. They look amazing together. Everything just looks and feels really cohesive. And I think that's really fun and really awesome. It'll make when you're taking your Instagram shot, hashtag my workspace, you're shooting your workspace. It's gonna look really cool, guys. I can't stress how much I love the look and feel of this Craft Pro. We got some more comments coming in. Thank you guys so much. Tom Marshall TV says, "See you in November." I will see you there. Tom DeWitt asked a great question. Is it threadable? It's actually not threadable, but what it does have is the slide-out drawer. So we're kind of able to fit some features in there, not all features. Of course, if you want a threadable slide-out drawer, we do have, I believe, the 15 by 15 inch Signature Series, which is, I want to say, now no heat press is going to be 100% threadable until you get to like the really, really high-end models. But I believe the 1515 is about 70% threadable, meaning that your shirt will slide up until 70% of the length of the lower platen. So that's really cool if you're looking for a threadable option. But no, it's not threadable. Steve, is it auto open? No, it's not. So what we did with the Craft Pro is we got the Signature Series, all the things that we love about the Signature Series, and we kind of pared it down so we could make it more affordable. So now the Signature Series, the 15 by 15 with auto open starts at, I believe, $460. Now, for some, depending on where you're at, you might think, oh, that's not that much. But for others who are just starting a business, or maybe you're crafting, you've been using a hand iron, and you want to start offering things, or you just want your process to be a little bit easier, $470 or $460 might just be just a little further. So what we did is we were able to bring this down not only in size, we were able to pair off a couple features like auto open. That one is going to be reserved for our Signature Series line. But we were able to preserve a lot of great features, and that's going to be a super high quality heating element. It is going to be a great removable silicone pad right here. The slide-out drawer, now this is something that I know a lot of people take for granted, but this slide-out drawer is something that's typically reserved for expensive premium heat press. Now when I say premium, I'm talking $1,000 plus. Like, this is not a feature that is very common among safety feature. It's a safety feature, it's a convenience feature, and honestly, it's a game changer. The slide-out drawer, if you've never used one, and we're gonna demo this live right now. If you've never used one, guys, if you're anywhere near Southern California, please come by our shop. Let us show you how easy it is to press on a slide-out drawer. You'll never go back. Paul Maggard says, up to what kind of items can you do? Acrylic. Well, this thing heats up to 400 degrees. Now, acrylic, it depends on what you're pressing with. In general, I avoid acrylic just because it tends to get press marks when you're pressing it. But of course, you have ways around that with like pressing pillows, other items like that. So if you have those kind of accessories to get around the press marks, yeah, it'll press acrylic. We're actually going to test 3 of our most popular products today. So if you want to see this bad boy in action, be sure to stay tuned because we're testing a t-shirt and we're going to be using Jet Pro Soft Stretch, which is a very popular heat transfer paper. We're going to be pressing a shopping tote or a bag with Caesar glitter, very, very popular heat transfer vinyl. And then of course, we're gonna be doing a sublimation name tag. We're sublimating this, or bag tag, whatever you wanna use this for. We're gonna be sublimating that today, and we're gonna do it all here on the HPN Craft Pro. This heat press is super affordable, super durable, and it's super capable. So don't think that just because it has craft in the name that you're gonna be limited. This is a full professional quality heat press, and we're really excited about it. We're so excited to share this with you, so excited to finally get this out on the market. One thing I do wanna state is that this also comes in a 15 by 15 inch size. So this heat press right now, you're saying, oh, it looks kind of like, it's hard to tell because the angle, this is a 13 inch by 9 inch heat press. It does come available in a 15 inch size, and it is available, this model starts at $289.95. So it's coming in under 300 bucks. And for all these features that are on this heat press, all the quality, and to me, one of the biggest quality features of this heat press is gonna be the lifetime technical support. Because this is a HeatPressNation press, we back it with our 1-year warranty and our free lifetime technical support. The technical support, if you have any questions at all, like, hey, my vinyl's peeling, what gives? Well, we'll walk you through it. Our trained heat press pros are gonna walk you through. They're gonna help you troubleshoot. They're gonna walk you through making sure your temperature is correct, your timing's correct, making sure everything's good to go. If you have any questions in the future, like say, hey, my heat press is not turning on. Any heat press, you'll eventually need to replace the fuse. Whether it's 2 years, 4 years, however many years down the road, you gotta replace the fuse. But what's funny is that when it just stops turning on one day, it's like, you panic. Give us a call. Free lifetime technical support will help walk you through. Of course, these things are serviced here in the United States at our Fullerton, California location. So whether you need a fuse or let's say you drop it and you broke the handle, you need a replacement handle, give us a call. Free lifetime technical support. Accidents aren't really covered by warranty, but we'll get you taken care of. We'll make sure you guys are taken care of. You have our reviews to attest to that. If you look at the reviews for any of our other heat presses, Signature Series, Empress, you'll see all the great 5-star reviews. We really pride ourselves on that. And so anyways, I think that's one of the biggest assets that comes with purchasing your heat press from HeatPressNation, is that you do get the 1-year warranty, you do get the free lifetime support. Support is really big. We're really big on that here. So we're super excited to be offering this. I feel like I've talked a lot. Who's ready to see some demos? Me. Oh, you are really? Okay, cool. That's the weird thing about talking into a camera, talking into the internet, is that there's no audience reaction. So anyways, so let's go ahead and do this. I'm gonna move some stuff around here. Gonna come around and I'm gonna show you guys some live demos on how awesome this heat press really is. Before I do that, see if we have any other questions. We got a lot of great comments here, by the way. Angela Hinson says, would love a press. Ooh, I have something to share right now in regards to that. Chris Moore says, looks slick. Andres Zelaya says, hello from El Salvador. Well, hey, hello. We got some international viewers here. Stevie Steve says, does it heat up faster because it is smaller? Yeah, it'll heat up a little bit faster because due to the size. The bigger your heat press gets, just the longer it takes to heat up usually. D. Lacey Miller says, awesome. Can't wait to see it in action. Liked and shared. Oh, awesome. Thank you so much. And just so you guys know, feel free to like and share this post. We're still running our weekly like and share contest, so we're still going to draw winners this week. It is going to be tomorrow, and we're still going to draw winners next week for everybody who liked and shared this week's post. Candy Jones says, how much for the 15 by 15? Oh, good question. The 15 by 15 is going to be sold for $329 or $329.99. So again, this is the 13 inch by 19 inch. It's $289.99, and then we have a 15 inch by 15 inch available. Same features, slide out drawer, same everything, same look, but it's just gonna have a bigger heating plate and of course lower plate, and that's $329.99. So you can still get that bigger size if you want it. If you really want the slide out drawer at a more affordable price than maybe the Signature Series, Craft Pro is definitely what you want. Ton Devers asks, is there an advantage to the bottom foam piece being removable? You know, I actually got that question earlier today. So there's two main advantages that I can think of. Here it is. So this is a sublimation plaque, and this will do sublimation, as we're going to show you in a minute. So this is a sublimation awards plaque. It's pretty cool. It's about 5/8 of an inch thick, possibly more, but it's about 5/8 of an inch thick. Now, something like this, a thicker sublimation item, we usually recommend using a swing away heat press. I think I mentioned this last week. I actually pressed these on my swing away, and on my 1620 clamshell. Now, what you can do is, it's kind of a hack, but you know, heck, make use of your heat press. What you could do is you could pull this out, lay down maybe a t-shirt so you don't scratch the back of your plaque, and then you can press sublimation plaques on there. You got to loosen up all the pressure. You know, we haven't tested on the 13x9, but I know it will work on the 1515. You know, for this size anyways. So that's one thing that you can do, is you can remove the bottom platen to fit thicker items in there. Another thing that you can do is eventually, and we're talking about every maybe 5 years, some people will go like 12 years and never replace the lower pad on their heat press. But eventually, many people will have to replace the silicone pad on the heat press. Maybe you spilled ink on it. Maybe you didn't transfer something right. Maybe you're doing a plastile transfer backwards. I have no idea. Of course, you could flip it over if you stay in one side. But let's say you stay on both sides, or it's just totally worn out. Maybe you lost it in the move. Whatever. It's worn out. When it comes time to replace it, it's very easy to replace because you just buy the new one. What happens is, for older heat presses where it's glued to the bottom plate, you have to get it, you have to scrape it, you have to get your razor. It is such a crazy hassle. When I was working in tech support, somebody brought in a heat press for servicing, and that's what they needed. They needed their heating lower pad replaced, and that was my job. And oh my gosh, it was crazy. It took forever. We had to scrape it with a razor, because you have to make sure that it's even. The pad has to be even on the lower plate. And so anyways, I think that's the big one, is when you have to replace it, it's just so much easier to do when it's not glued down. So really quick, before we get started, just so you guys can see this, I'm going to go ahead and we're going to get started right now. Check this out. And I totally messed up my tablecloth, but that's okay. Someone will clean that later. You guys are watching this. Look how compact this is, right? Look how small everything is. The footprint on this thing is tiny. It's great. And yeah, so maybe if I can get somebody to help me out with this really quick. It's not that I'm a pretty buff guy. If you don't mind just pulling the cloth out really quick. Alex, there we go. Alex is our new. There we go, yeah. So you can see it's not incredibly heavy. I believe this one weighs in at about 60 pounds. So it's nice and sturdy. It's not too hard to transport, to move around. We got this, and this comes out pretty far actually. I'm gonna move our cameo. So this comes out really far, so check this out. When you're using this, you are totally clear. So look, this is where the heating element drops. You are totally clear of the heating element when you're placing it on your heat press. If you want to know about how big it is, for scales purposes, for the purpose of scale, it's about as wide as a silhouette cameo. And I'm actually going to bring this out over here. So if you want to know how wide this is, oh, I hope I don't burn myself. If you want to know how wide it is, it's about as wide as a silhouette cameo. So if you have space for a silhouette cameo, you have space for an HPN craft probe. Comes down, check this out. I guess with the handle, maybe it comes out about an extra 2 inches. But check this out. So this is something really awesome. It's gonna fit in your craft space, and it's gonna save you from having to hand iron all your stuff. Like, trust me, if you've been hand ironing your stuff, maybe you've been using that big, heavy, really nice one that I forget what it's called. But anyways, if you've been hand ironing your stuff, if you want pro results every time, if you want it easy to use a heat press, because hand ironing, to do it, it takes like a couple minutes per sure. You're pressing down to make sure you get proper pressure. Guys, save your back, save your arms, or, I mean, unless you really like it, you know, go to the gym. But anyway, so I'm gonna go ahead and come around. We're gonna demo this right now. I think it's time for demos anyways. So that Cameo looks extra big. No, we did not use, this is a standard size Cameo. We did not go out and buy the Cameo XXL, although that would be a great product. No, we did not do that. This is a regular size Cameo. Holding it next to the heat press, you'll see exactly how big it is. So I'm gonna come around right now, and first up, we're gonna show you guys how to press JetPro Soft Stretch. This is something that's really been taken off in the craft community. We will be talking about this at the Silhouette Conference in November, so if you're going to that, I'll be covering this in one of my heat press classes. But yeah, so I'm gonna go ahead and come around right now. We're gonna show you how simple and easy it is to use. So bear with me for just a moment. And I'm back. All right, there we go. So really quick here, now this is something that we get busted for a lot, is that we never pre-press. So I'm gonna go ahead and pre-press this one. Now I will ask that you forgive me for not taking time to align it, but we're just showing you how the press works. So there we go. We're gonna press that for just a couple seconds here. Oh, I need to turn this on. There we go. Okay, so that's nice and pressed. So here we have our JetPro Soft Stretch transfer. Now, for those of you guys who are thinking about copyright, don't worry. It's personal use, totally personal. There we go. We have our pro-grade non-stick sheet. Now this is a really big one. What's cool about this pro-grade non-stick sheet is that you could cut it in half, and then you'll have two. That'll work perfectly, but they didn't want me to cut this one in half because they really like it. So, 375 degrees. Going for 30 seconds, you can see my timer is already counting down there. Super easy to read, super cool. We're just gonna let this cook for a second. Really quick, just wanna talk to you about the 15 by 15 one. It's honestly not even much heavier. It's really cool, really fun to use, and it's just a little bit more. So if you wanna do bigger sizes, now we're gonna show you how big this is right now on a medium t-shirt. But if you want to do like full-size graphics, take advantage of the full like 12 by 12 cutting area on your standard Silhouette mat, then yes, you can go for the 15 by 15. So we're going to pull this off really quick. And the one thing you know about JetPro is that it works best when you peel it hot. So I'm just going to peel this hot right here. There we go. Now we give it a nice little tug to increase stretchability. And check that out. Look at that. Perfect transfer. Now you guys are saying, wait, it looks kind of gray. Well, yeah, because we're pressing on a gray shirt. Also, the one thing that's cool about JetPro Soft Stretch is we say use it on a white shirt, but if you use it on a gray shirt, it kind of has that like vintage effect. I really like that. I'm a big fan. So check it out. You see it right here. You guys, check this out. JetPro Soft Stretch on a t-shirt with the Craft Pro. You've seen it live. You know it works. We're gonna boost up our temperature to 385 because, and then we're going to boost our time up to 40 seconds because next up we got sublimation. So I'm going to come around here really quick. I'm just going to check in on the questions. Let's see. Jill Bally says, love that drawer. Ethel Moore says, looks like Cameo too. Oh, the press or the cutter? This one's a Cameo 3. Anyways, Don Howard just bought the Easy Press, but obviously I should have waited. Love it, especially for beginners. Sorry. Ethel Moore says, is that a cotton t-shirt? Yes, this is this one, since it's heather, it might be cotton poly. So this is 90% cotton, 10% polyester. Let's see. Is there a special printer that I need for printing up things to be pressed on a t-shirt, cup, hat, etc.? Yes, if you want to. So we actually, I believe it was last week, we talked about sublimation. So if you want to press to like coffee mugs or this, like hard items, like this is called sublimation. Yes, you will need a special printer for that, but this, we use inkjet heat transfer paper. So this, you could print on just a standard home office inkjet printer. JetPro Soft Stretch, Nina, JetPro Soft Stretch is the name. I'll be posting a link in the comments right after the broadcast. That's what we used for this. This is going to be a slightly different process, different printer, different everything. Definitely want to check up on our YouTube, youtube.com/HeatPressNation. Check up on our YouTube to get more information on sublimation. So anyways, so you can see we have our nice family portrait. Maybe you're making some bag tags to put on your luggage for your late summer trip. Maybe you're going out for Labor Day. You want cool tags. So check it out. Oh, and by the way, I do want to mention we do have Craft Pro. We have Craft Pro and Cameo bundles available on HeatPressNation right now. Sorry, Craft Pro bundles, Cameo bundles separately, not actually bundled together. Sorry, I realized that came out a little weird. Anyways, we have bundles available right now on HeatPressNation.com. Go ahead and head out there. Oh, awesome. Thank you, Mike Fernals, for explaining what Jet Pro is. Super cool. And so really quick, sublimation. You guys know sublimation. I'm just going to prepare this transfer really quick. And it looks like we're already up to temperature. Now, I don't know who this family is. It's just a stock photo. But I'm totally cutting out the little boy. Sorry, little boy. I don't know if you guys can see that there. He didn't make it. I didn't print this to the right size. So yeah, so when your family when you don't make it on vacation because you're grounded, you get 86 from the bag tag as well. So anyways, I'm gonna come back around now, and we're gonna press this. So now, I'm just gonna use a single sheet. We're gonna pull this out. Now really quick, I just wanna show you. So if I was loading a t-shirt in here, look how close my hands are getting to the heating element right there. This is very close. And this is, again, you're putting your t-shirt in, you're putting your transfer on here. This is very close, but now we're very far. Now I'm free to do whatever the heck I want, and I'm not gonna burn myself, which to me is one of the most important things about heat pressing, is just not burning yourself. All right, so I use the tape, I have my transfer here. And now we have our parchment paper down. Now, for those of you who may be wondering, the reason why we use parchment paper instead of our Pro Grade is because there's gonna be some ink bleed out, and I don't wanna, first of all, I don't wanna stain our silicone pad, and then I don't really wanna stain my Pro Grade non-stick sheet either. I'm gonna save that for all my vinyl purposes. So I'm just gonna kind of fold this over itself and put this right near the center. And we're gonna press this. Now this is going 385 degrees for 40 seconds. And let's do this. All right, so that's sublimating right here. Let's get let's get camera 2 back. Let's just look at how cool this is. Let's show that off again. Very, very, very rad. Cool stuff. Now, if you guys are just tuning in, we're showing you guys all the capabilities of the HPN Craft Pro. Look at this, it's counting down. We got our cool HPN 9x13-inch Craft Pro right here. We're showing you guys live on HeatPressNation. We got about 10, 11 seconds left. So I'm gonna man my station, I'm ready to go. We're showing you guys all the capabilities. We've done Jet Pro Soft Touch, which is inkjet heat transfer. We've done that. There's a timer. That means that our sublimation transfer is done. And now again, this is all very hot. You don't really want to reach in there. Oh, what's that? A slide out drawer, you say? Yes, I do say. So we're gonna do this. We're gonna flip this over, and I don't have anything to, here we go. I'm just gonna use this to kind of, that is hot. Hoticus. There we go. There we go. Check that out. So we transferred that. It's better than that. Now there's no way. Look at this. It transferred beautifully, beautifully. Transferred beautifully onto this name tag. It's really hot. Otherwise, I would totally. Oh, here, look. I have the heat tape. So check it out. Super cool. Now I probably could have adjusted my color profiles, but we'll save that for another story. But check it out. Perfectly transferred onto this name tag. I'm gonna let this sit right here on our shirt. And then I'm gonna lower our temperature because now we're gonna be doing glitter, which of course we all know goes on for a different time and temperature. So really quick, give me just a second to lower my temperature. And then I'm gonna lower my time as well. We all know glitter, you don't need 40 seconds on the clock to press your glitter. And it's that easy, this easy to use computer gauge, you just hit the set button and you're done. This is way better than using a hand iron. It's way better than using a hand press because, as you'll notice, you did not see me here hovering over my press just trying to smash it down and make sure that everything got the proper time and temperature. No, my friends. We put it in there. 40 seconds later, we had this super cool, totally beautiful, and you could do the other side, by the way, but we didn't. Super cool, totally awesome tag right here. There's another tag that I did when we were testing, and because it does sublimation, pretty much anything you can fit into that 9x13 area, you can press. So we do have a smaller transfer iron because we're using a smaller shirt, but a full 8.5x11 sheet will fit onto this Craft Pro. You get consistent. My forefathers are trying to talk through me right now. You get consistent heat and pressure every time. The heating element on here is pro quality, would not skimp out. In the words of my friend John Hammond, spared no expense. So what we did was, of course, we pulled out a couple this to the entry-level person who's just getting into heat pressing. We wanted to make something affordable, so that way you don't have to go for those cheesy online presses, those really cheap ones that basically you're buying like a 9 to 12 month press, with no support. We've had people saying, hey, what's the difference between buying from you or XYZ on, online auction site or Overstock or whatever these sites are. And the truth is, like, not only is this a higher quality machine, but it's backed by high quality people. If something goes wrong with your eBay press or whatever, 9 months, a year, 2 years down the road, who are you going to call? Who are you going to talk to? Ghostbusters can't help you here. But, we offer free lifetime technical support. So even if you're like 2 years beyond the warranty period, which has happened, and you're like, hey, I think I need a new fuse, I think this part or something like that, blah, 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 blah. You're 4 or 5 years down the road, give us a call because we do support these products and we are still able to talk you through it. We do still carry the parts for them. So it's really awesome and you're not going to get that support anywhere else, guaranteed. So really quick, hitting the comments back again. David Rodriguez, can you contour cut on sublimation paper? So what's cool is that with sublimation paper, you don't need to contour cut since only the ink is what gets transferred. So, I threw it away. Oh, here it is. So check it out. So you'll see here, this is the transfer sheet that I just used right now. And so you see how this, like all this extra area didn't transfer because it wasn't pressed onto anything. I think a little bit got on the paper, but that's about it. Really, the ink is only going to be transferred because you have to have like a specially coated item. It's only going to transfer to there, and then it's only the ink. The white border, if I were to lift a white border on the paper itself has no film on it. It's just the ink that gets transferred. So you don't need to cut anything out with sublimation. Strictly printing. George Sobolvaro says, what material is that tag? This tag is plastic, but it's a special plastic that has been coated to receive the sublimation ink. So it's pretty cool, but yeah, it's just regular plastic. Well, not regular plastic, it's a high quality plastic. These are actually pretty durable. But yeah, it's plastic, but that has been specially coated on both sides so that way we could sublimate onto it. Terry Sykes Johnson, my friend here. Oh, really quick. If you guys want to know how to like and share, just look on screen. You guys are seeing it right there. It's that simple. Don't forget, we're still running our like and share contest, except we're announcing all the winners from this week. We're announcing them tomorrow. And then if you like and share this post, we're announcing you guys next week. You guys know the drill. Those of you guys who are our faithful watchers, really quick. Terry Sykes Johnson says, Jared, my Craft Pro is all set up in my studio, so I'll be sharing soon. Guys, if you don't know who Terry Sykes Johnson is, you're out of it. Get to know her. But anyways, so we do have a few of our very, very special affiliate partners who have already received their heat presses. They've been receiving them since, I believe, Friday, and some of them, oh, not Friday, what am I saying? Today is Friday, today's Thursday. Since like Monday, Tuesday, they've been getting them this week. So be prepared for a lot of content. You might be thinking, oh, Jared, you work for HeatPressNation. Of course you're gonna have nothing but good things to say about it. Well, guys, we have our great affiliate partners. They've been receiving them, so you can expect to see lots of great content from them on YouTube, Facebook, their blogs. I don't know if we have anybody pinning them, but yeah, we're really excited about that. One of them, of course, being our beloved friend, Terry Johnson. She's super awesome, and yes, so glad that you got your press there. Kathleen says, I have a swing arm. Can I use the sublimation pad on it? Yeah, so we usually recommend, if you're gonna be pressing thicker things, I think we mentioned it earlier, if you're pressing thicker stuff like this Sublimation Awards plaque, it's about 5/8 inch thick. Yeah, swing away is gonna be perfect for that. If you're doing thinner stuff, as you can see, this is a clamshell heat press, but we were still able to press thinner stuff. I wanna say this is about a 1/16 to 1/8 of an inch thick. And we were able to press that just fine with our swing away heat press, so that's really cool. Mike Fernholz, oh, see, now this is an actual user using actual materials. Mike Fernholz says, JetPro holds up great. I have shirts over a year with weekly washing. Has minimal fading, no cracks or peeling. I can attest to that. In fact, next week I'm tempted to bring in, I have a couple shirts that I actually have 2 shirts that I've had for going on 2 years now, or close to 2 years now, and I still wear them weekly because the cool thing about JetPro is that even after you wash it, it'll like kind of fade into the shirt. So it has a really cool vintage look and it's not gonna crack or peel. I think when you have something like, in even dark transfer paper, after your 30th, 40th wash, it starts to crack and look kind of ugly. Same thing with screen print and lots of other transfers out there. But JetPro is pretty unique in the sense that it just fades into the shirt. So I'm a big fan. Anyways, I gotta bring in my JetPro soft stretch shirts on there. Again, guys, today we're talking about the HPN Craft Pro. It's the perfect companion to our very special friend, the Silhouette Cameo. Check this out. Ta-da. And if you want to know about the size, we actually sized it up earlier. When the slide-out drawer is tucked in, it's about the same width as a Silhouette Cameo. So I know we get this all the time, saying, hey, I need a heat press, but I'm really tight on space. Well, it's actually pretty narrow, and the cool thing about it is that the slide-out drawer comes out to you. So unlike a swing where it goes left or right, taking up this much, desk space, this one, the Craft Pro takes about this much space, and then it comes out to you. So really, it gives you like an extra little work area, so you can put your transfers on there. Guys, cannot stress enough how stoked I am to be able to offer a slide-out lower platen at this price point. So anyways, let's keep going. I see so many comments rolling in, guys. Thank you guys so much for joining us. We're super excited about this. I'm waiting for my press to hit. Actually, I could press it now. We're at about 328 degrees. Want to show you guys how you can still do some pretty full-size stuff on a 13x9. This hasn't been transferred yet. Our rose gold everything shopping tote. We're going to press this right now. Missy Hamilton says, who do I contact for my free gift? That would actually be me. So let me comment you. I can't comment directly here. I'll get in touch with you right after the broadcast today. Let's keep going here. Can you heat press cotton type fabric? Yes, you can. So this heat press, even though it's called the HPN Craft Pro, you can really press just about anything you can press with a Pro heat press, like a Signature Series, like a lot of the other great heat presses that we do have on HeatPressNation.com. So this is really awesome. We've pressed cotton. I believe this is going to be like a cotton canvas material. We just pressed this really awesome sublimation plastic tag. And we're in temperature range of our glitter. So I'm going to come back around and we're going to show you guys how we can press this really awesome bag with the glitter. Because of course we know if you're crafting, you probably like glitter just like me. So it's really awesome. Really quick, Peggy Campbell says, was looking at HPN Signature Series 1515. What is the difference between the new Craft Pro 1515 and Signature? That's really interesting. Really quick, I'm going to go over the key differences. So the Craft Pro, this up and down mechanism, it's going to be on a spring. On the Signature Series, it's going to be on a gas shock. So it's going to be a little bit smoother. You're going to get the so it's going to be a slightly smoother action. The computer gauge, which is the digital controller right here that we see here, this is going to be a little bit different on the HPN Signature Series. It's going to have a bigger readout, and so you'll be able to kind of see everything just a little bit bigger. On the Signature Series, you have the option for auto open. So Signature Series 1515, I want to say it's about $419 with no auto open, and then it's going to be oh geez, I want to say $469-ish with the auto open. Now this heat press is going to be different. One of the key differences though is the price point. So for the 15 by 15 inch Craft Pro, it's going to be can I get that price up really quick? I'm sorry. For the 15 inch by 15 inch Craft Pro, sorry, I'm talking to our producer. It's going to be $329.99, and for the Signature Series, it's going to be $419.99. So they both have the Signature slide-out drawer, but there are a couple features that you're going to be paying for on the Signature Series that are going to make it different than the Craft Pro. So who knows? If it's worth it for you, I highly recommend it. If you absolutely must have auto open, of course, Signature Series is going to be there for you. But yeah, those are going to be the main differences between the two. Karen Browning says, oh, and really quick, this is a good question here. Late to the presentation, my apologies. No worries, all's forgiven. She says, I have the Jet Pro paper that I got from you. Are you telling me that I can use it on sublimation items? No, unfortunately not. So this Jet Pro was printed with our Artisan 1430. It is a desktop office, inkjet printer. And this was printed with our Sawgrass SG. I think we still have the 800 set up. So we use the Sawgrass SG 800, but of course you have a 400, you'll be able to do the exact same thing. So we definitely printed these with two separate printers. Jet Pro Soft Stretch is going to be just for like, cotton poly stuff. I've heard of people pressing it onto hard stuff, but it's not by any means permanent, like at all. I think if you just wanted to decorate maybe something for a party, it's just going to be like a one-time prop, I think you might be able to get away with it. I haven't tested it, but for permanent, like this is permanent. This is way, way permanent. Sublimation will last you like forever. So really awesome. So Jet Pro, if you're going to test it on something hard, make sure it's like a prop, something that you might even throw away afterwards. For permanent stuff, you always want to go sublimation. Mike says that he just pressed a Caesar rose gold shirt. He'll have to post a photo. Please do. So our press is at temperature now. I'm going to come around with this, and I'll show you the design up close really quick. We're going to press our cloth bag here. And again, one of the great things about this is that we get consistent heat and pressure from our heat press. So you don't have to worry about missed presses. You don't have to worry about vinyl peeling because when you were hand dyeing, you missed a spot. So now this bag, we're going to lay it down like this so we can get the cool vertical thing, vertical placement on there. Going to lay it down on here. Going to make sure that all my seams and everything are off to the side. And I'm going to pre-press this for about like 5 seconds or so. 2, 1, 0. There we go. And as you can see, I have my really nice surface over. So what I'm going to do here is, because I don't have my alignment tools with me, I'm just going to bring this off here. Now you can see we have, it says, and you'll see it better right now, rose gold everything. Right, am I right or am I right? You go to Disneyland now and there is literally rose gold everything. My wife ate a rose gold churro. It was, oh no, that one wasn't, I think that was just regular gold. But anyways, gold is everywhere and this is awesome. So now we have our transfer right here and you can see it there, rose gold, everything. We're gonna go back to our Pro Grade non-stick sheet and actually I keep sliding it in from up here, but there is a handle right here. There's a handle right here so you can slide it. That way you're even further away from the heat. We're going to press this for 15 seconds, which is the Caesar recommended time. Right there. Got a couple questions here. And there we go. Let's open this up. Going to pull out our Pro Grade here. Going to slide this out and check this out. Super easy. Perfectly pressed every time. We did that in 15 seconds. If you have a hand iron, you're going like 15. Oh, I missed a corner, darn, go back 15. Consistent heat and pressure, guys, that is the key to getting pro quality stuff. I mean, you can sell items that you're hand ironing, but then I feel like at the back of my mind, I would always be like, did I miss a spot when heat pressing it? But if you're crafting and you want to get into starting to sell your items, you're going to want consistent professional results every time, and this is an investment you cannot afford to miss out on. So rose gold everything, check that out. I'm going to leave that right here so camera 2 can take a good gander at that. There we go. There's our rose gold everything shopping bag right there. Super awesome. And yeah, I can't stress enough how well this heat press complements the Cameo. We designed this with the Cameo, with the craft cutter, with the crafter in mind. So we definitely wanted to make something that was going to complement it well. We didn't, of course, we already have our bigger heat presses, our big pro quality. Maybe you want this in your shop. It's 16 by 20. We have 16 by 24s. We have some heavy heat presses. I see here that there's a question. We have a question here. Someone's asking, is this something that I can travel with to events? What's the weight on this machine? If you're a big tough guy like me, yeah, you could take it anywhere. It's very portable. But it does weigh, the machine itself weighs about 63, 64 pounds. Now I want to see maybe 62 because the boxed weight is 67 pounds according to the site. Thank you, Ton Devers, for sharing that. Yeah, the boxed weight is about 67 pounds, but the box itself does weigh a couple pounds. So the machine itself is going to be just a little bit under that. So we'll call it 62 pounds. It's about a safe estimate. So if that's something that you're comfortable lifting, or maybe you have a partner with you, it's for two people, very easy to carry. For one person, if you got big guns like me, it's no problem. But yeah, it's definitely something you want to consider. We do have smaller, more compact 9 by 12. This is actually 13 by 9. We have, they're a little bit inch shorter, but not only that, they do not have as many awesome features as this heat press. This is an extremely feature-rich craft size heat press. So again, a slide out drawer 9 by 12 is not something you're going to get pretty much anywhere, and it's not something you're going to get at this price point, under $300. Super awesome. Tony says mine was on a diet for referring to his heat press. That's funny. David Rodriguez is sharing 1620 is the way to go. Shirts fit way better. He has a 1515 signature swing. Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome. If you're doing larger adult size shirts, like for me, for my personal use, I have a 16 by 20 because I rock a triple X. They bought me a double, which is why it's kind of clingy. But I usually rock a triple X t-shirt, which is why I have to have that 16 by 20. Now, if you're just getting started, now I could easily customize a shirt on this 9 by 13. As you can see here, we have this medium shirt. We could have done a bigger transfer, but we just, to just show a point, we did a smaller one. But you have that full area, or look at this. This is a bigger transfer right here on this cool shopping bag. So you can definitely press onto bigger stuff. Of course, the size of your press, there's so much that determines it. Maybe you're not pressing t-shirts. Maybe you're pressing baby onesies. Maybe you're sublimating, where did it go? Maybe you're sublimating Christmas ornaments, which we do have on our website. Or maybe you're sublimating bag tags and smaller things. There's so much different things that go in determining the size of your press. If you were going to be pressing larger, like triple X shirts, you could technically do it on this press. It'll probably be easier though on a bigger press. So yeah, so I'm just going to scoot that over really quick here. Very cool. Again, perfect companion, guys. This is the perfect companion for the Cameo, for your other craft cutters out there, guys. If you've been looking for a way to get into heat pressing and you're not quite exactly sure what that first step is going to be, this is it. This is absolutely it. So we're super excited to be sharing this with you guys today. Let's check. We got a couple questions here. And really quick, I know we are live streaming to YouTube as well. So I want to give a quick shout out to all of our YouTube viewers. Thank you guys so much for tuning in. I'm just going to check in on the questions here. We got Mary Justin saying good morning from California. people off, especially those who are just getting started on a budget. So we really, we really wanted to make this affordable, easy to use, fun to use, slide out drawer, safe to use. In my opinion, I use the slide out drawer. I prefer a slide out 1,000 times over an auto open. But that's just me personally, because I'm a klutz and I burn myself. But anyways, this press seems awesome for kids' clothing, onesies and things. Yeah. So this is the 13x9. This heat press also comes in a 15 by 15 inch heat press, which we're going to be showing in future weeks. Trust me, guys, we have so much to share about this heat press. We're super excited about it. But for this, show me a heat press that does this, all of this under $300. Won't be able to find one, especially one that comes with HeatPressNation's unmatched 1-year lifetime support warranty. Let's see, we got a couple questions here. There we go. Anyways, huge shout out to our YouTube live crowd. Thank you guys so much for joining us. Of course, huge shout out to our Facebook live crowd. Thank you guys for joining us. And I think we're coming towards the end of this, guys. If you have any questions at all, any questions that I didn't get to right now, I'm going to go in the comments immediately after this broadcast and answer as many as I can, or all of the rest actually. Sharon Wallace is asking, do we have a booth at HPN? No, we don't have a booth over there in Long Beach, but Esteban is going to be at the GCC booth. Oh, by the way, once again, if you're just joining us, you don't see my good pal Esteban here. He's over at the NBM booth in Long Beach right now. So if you guys are out there at the show this weekend, be sure you say what's up. He's with our great friends GCC right now. Let's see. Peggy Campbell says, awesome price. Why buy Easy Press when you can have this? Hey, I didn't say that. Peggy Campbell said that. I agree, but I didn't say that. She said it. So anyways, you guys, thank you guys so much for joining us today. Again, we're super excited to announce the HPN Craft Pro. It's available now at HeatPressNation.com. Be sure to stay tuned to us and to our affiliate friends who already have this, are already producing content. We got so much coming up. The last thing I want to say before we take off today is that we, HeatPressNation, are giving away, well, not this exact press, because this one is mine. I want to keep it, but we'll get you a brand new one from the warehouse. We're giving away a 13-inch by 9-inch HPN Craft Pro heat press. Now, this is a special contest, and I'm going to post the link to the competition. You're going to see it all over Facebook. You're going to see it all over Instagram. We're going to blast the heck out of this contest. So basically, you're just going to it's a contest run by Rafflecopter. You're just gonna like our Facebook page for one entry. You can, what was the other one? You can sign up for our email list for another entry. There's like 3 different ways to enter, all gonna be through one single link. So be sure you stay tuned. We're gonna be announcing that. We're gonna be blasting the living heck out of this contest after the show. It's gonna run all month long. So you're gonna have, the next couple of weeks anyways, you're going to have through near the end of August to enter this competition. We're going to be giving away this heat press that you've seen today, a brand new one, because we've been testing with this one. But we're going to be giving away the 13-inch by 9-inch HPN Craft Pro to one lucky winner. And then I'm sure we're going to have some fun prizes also besides that. So make sure you stay posted for details. If you're not following us on Facebook, please do so, facebook.com/HeatPressNation. You can also follow us on YouTube, on Instagram, and on Twitter. Basically, whatever your social media is, do that /HeatPressNation, and you'll find us there. We're on Twitter, we're on Facebook, Instagram, all the good stuff. And we're super excited to share this contest because we're giving away a heat press. We're giving away one of these bad boys to one lucky winner. So if you want that to be you, make sure you stay tuned for details on the contest. Of course, our weekly post of the week and drawing winners, random drawing winners, will be announced tomorrow. So make sure you stay tuned for that. Otherwise, guys, thank you so much for joining us for this very, very special product announcement. It's been a blast. Of course, I do miss my good buddy Esteban, but he's having fun without me over in Long Beach, so I guess joke's on him. Anyways, once again, the 13-inch by 9 is $289.99. The 15-inch by 15-inch model, which will be showing next week on HPN Live. You guys so much for joining us here on HeatPressNation Live. I hope you have an excellent day. We'll see you.